Oh, good morning. It's full battery. Aaron's putting on hook up on his face. I've got it all on our thing, our little daily thing. 33. Today, we have to be down there at like 8:15. It is currently 7:05. But I figured we need breakfast first.
Yeah, and coffee.
Yeah, I do. It just seems like far less of a requirement for him than it does for me. But, yeah. Anyways. So, we'll see you guys probably on the bus ride up there. Or what's going on. I don't know. I need...
You see this stadium on the right? It was built in the 2004 when we had the Olympics here. This stadium housed the martial arts. The road to the right goes to the south coastal suburbs. This one goes to the heart of Athens. Athens is close to the sea because it is an ancient city. In the ancient times, transportations were made by sea. That's why every Greek ancient city, it was built close to the sea. Athena, named after the goddess of wisdom, Athena. It has a history of more than 3,000 years. The new city is built on the ancient one. Wherever we dig in Athens, we find ruins from the ancient times. The recent finds are during the works for the Athens metro, subway. The works for the metro lasted for 10 years because wherever they dug, they found ruins of houses, walls, graves. They had to stop to pick up the finds. You cannot believe it, but it's true. 30,000 ancient objects were found during the works for the Athens metro.
We're walking upstairs. The benefit is we're around a bunch of other people, so it's going a little slower than I would normally go.
Yeah.
Which is a benefit for his boy. Okay, we made it through the gate with the tickets. We're heading up the hill. We are very high up from where we were.
Yeah.
Step.
This is the way up. So we reach the very top of the Acropolis. And we finish the guided tour up there. Then you take the way back. This is the exit. Exit. When you reach the green gate, the exit, on the left to the car parking. 11:15, the bus is leaving from there. Please try to be on time because we can't wait. From here, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to see 3 temples up there. And this is the first one. This is going to be as beige as yellow is the original marble. So the first temple we meet on our walk up to the Acropolis is the Temple of Night, wingless victory. On the top, a big plateau. On the top are the other 2 temples, totally 3 temples. And the question is, who was Philophates? And he was a prince from Judea. Roman Empire comprised the whole Europe, countries of the Middle East, countries of the North Africa. So in the Roman times, Athens was a very famous university.
Right. We're up here. They're taking pictures.
I'm just doing video because it's easier.
Yeah. Alright. We're up here. Aaron's taking pictures.
I'm just doing video because it's easier.
Yeah. We're,
It's gorgeous.
I know, and we're still heading up more to go up there.
Where you been? 7, please, 7. Great view. And I'm going to tell you what you will see down there, explaining you, because it would be very difficult to stop there. So we'll continue our walk up to the top, and we'll finish on the top. So just around the corner, down below, you will see a temple. I'm going to point out. And this is the columns are still supporting the original roof. So the question is how the temple survived. After the worship of the 12 gods, when Christianity spread, fanatic Christians destroyed Greek temples as pagan. On the ruins, they built Christian churches. But some of the temples turned into Christian churches. So the temple we'll see down there became a Christian church dedicated to St. George, and now it survives. The most well-preserved Greek ancient temple, known as Thysio. Down there, around the corner, a low rocky hill. And usually, there are many people on the top. If we have Christians in this group, we know the two apostles, Peter and Paul, Paul and Peter. On that hill, Areopagus, or Mars Hill, St. Paul preached Christianity to the Athenians. He came all the way from Judea. He preached Christianity to the north of Greece, Berea, Salonika, Philippi. And after he came in Athens, on that hill. When he was here, Athens was under Rome. Greeks and Romans worshipped the 12 gods. So it was too early. Athenians were not friendly to him.
Slippery rocks. Very uneven areas. Just oh, she is moving way ahead.
Yeah.
I know. Oi.
Space, come on, keep going. water.
Steps.
This way also, single file, one by one, come.
Oi. Oh, okay. The other hand, that's awkward.
I was scratching my head when you were chatting.
Ah, I figured I didn't have to hold your hand while we had a hand railing. Yeah. Such smooth rocks. There's three. Moving forward, I need to turn this so I make sure I'm pointing at things. Oh, there's 7 up there. I see her. Got a temple over there. City. Oh, there's Aaron. More city.
And over there. So, can you hear me? If we count, the columns there are 6, forming 5 gates, 5 entrances. So this is the propylea, it means the main entrance to the Acropolis. We crossed the central gate, the wider, and now we are on the very top of the Acropolis. Look at please the wider marble, the new one. Look at please how the columns are. Each column consists of pieces of marble, one placed on the other. So they used to bring each one from the mountain Penteli, northeast. It was round, it was rock. In the middle there was a hole, and the Athenians poured liquid lead. So they used the lead to stick one block above the other to build up a column. They used ropes and pulleys to lift the blocks up. It's like that, like that. So if we were able to put our purse on the corner of the Parthenon here and go on the other side, we cannot see it. Not because somebody has stolen it, but because of it. So this is the secret. This is the characteristic of this temple. No strictly horizontal or vertical lines. Parthenon, it was built in this way because it is a big temple, and with the columns leaning slightly inward, it looks smaller, it looks more open. Behind the columns, we see the ruins of a wall, you see, the sacred room, where inside was the gold and ivory statue of the goddess Athena. So it was...
Are we recording? Yes, we're recording. Alright. We are free to do our little tour thing. Got about an hour before we have to get back to the bus. We're going around. Oops, that was a rock. Very smooth rocks up here because, well, everybody walks up here. We got more of this side of the city. More of the inside of the temple of Athena.
Gosh, that's pretty.
Yeah. It's kind of why I wanted to come over to this side and see the front of the temple. slick, bumpy. I diverged from the path. I didn't mean to. I'm a little bit more stable than you on these, so
Yeah.
I'll let you be on the bumpy path. That, you know, literally has traction. I'm a little bit better. I know. You got a little
There's so many
stuck.
people come through anyway, it's fine.
Do you see that little rocky bit right there?
Yeah.
We're gonna head to this little bit right here. Gives you time to stand and look around. Here. In case I didn't get a lot of the stuff that she was saying, that if you stand at the base of the thing, the pillars look straight up, but they don't. They actually lean in a little bit.
Yeah.
And then at about 1,000 meters, if all the pillars, 8 by 17, go straight up, it makes a pyramid. They will actually connect at a point.
Yeah. Which, if you think about it, that is some impressive geometry and impressive amounts of math, even by today's standards.
Greeks, Pythagoras, whatever. Yeah. I think that down there.
Coming up on our right, Hadrian's Arch. This is from the Roman times, 2nd century after Christ.
Tanagra.
I've seen it. I've seen a T-shirt with
The Roman Emperor Hadrian
guitar.
has shown a special concern to the city. Athenians, they wanted to thank him, and they built this arch in honor of him.
Didn't agree with that. Tried to mark it. Perhaps that's
Straight ahead, Lycabettus Hill. On our right, under the roof, on the pavement, the ruins of a Roman bath found by accident. Workers were digging on the pavement here when they found these ruins. A Roman bath from the Roman period, from the 2nd century after Christ. The National Garden on our right. The yellow building coming up on our right is the Parliament House. It was the palace of the king in the past. Look at here on the right.
The Roman baths.
Ionic columns Apollo, god of light and music. On the other is the goddess Athena. Look at the statues on the triangle. Picture the birth of the goddess Athena, who was born from the head of Zeus. You see the columns, Ionic style of architecture. 19th century, neoclassical style. The two seated statues are the two Greek philosophers, Socrates and Plato. 1830, still known as the university. The third one, the National Library. It is entirely built in marble from the mountain Pentelli, from where they brought the marble and they built all the temples on the Acropolis. Now, ladies and gentlemen, we'll take you to see the stadium of the first modern Olympics, a very beautiful stadium, a big stadium. The capacity is of 69,000 spectators. We don't use it for athletic games anymore. It is mostly a monument. In the summertime, we use it for some musical recitals and concerts. An ancient stadium. It is here since the 4th century before Christ, when it was built in stone. When we had the Olympics, 1896, it was rebuilt in marble. 69,000 is the capacity. One more view of the Acropolis. Coming up on our right, the first Olympic village, a beautiful neoclassical building on the right. We use it as an exhibition hall now. And now, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to stop the bus across Hadrian's Arch, beginning of Plaka area.
Okay, we didn't technically sign up to go to the Plaka, but she took us to the Plaka instead, or in addition.
Yeah, I think technically we did. I think this was part of it.
Sure. Oh, right, because we didn't do the museum.
Right.
Right. Oh my God, that's in Dutch. All right, we got our souvenirs. I got a coffee cup. Aaron got a shot glass because we're cheesy. Also, we got a page, but then it's laminated as to what it's supposed to look like versus what it looks like now. Make sense?
Yeah.
Yes.
What it used to look like.
That's the
Supposed to look like.
yeah. What it used to look like and all that jazz. But we're just going on a little bit of a walk. We're not really worried about heavy amounts of food right now. I kind of stuffed full of bread because I realized we were going to be walking a lot. Not saying Greece has bad food, but it's not that we need to have Greek food right now.
Yeah.
Although if there was somebody over here roasting a corn on the cob over some fire, I probably would buy some. Oh. It's a blind path. I just wondering how much those little surflets cost. So here's the other side of the Acropolis. We're basically back at the foot of it, but it's just the fact that we're way down here now I mean, geography area, we really haven't gone that far, but
Yeah, but history.
oh yeah. I asked the lady what kind of bird this was. She laughed up a storm because it's a cricket. You know cricket? Yeah, I know cricket. Oh, it knows we're here.
I'm camera shy.
We got the fence. I just don't want to pay for another ticket to go into the lower area and whatnot. I will say this much, Aaron, for the disturbing... Well, there is a big distance in this city, but there's a... I expect more bikes. Like,
Yeah.
fietsen.
Yeah.
I see Snorfietsen.
Yeah. Which makes a bit of sense, because
But
elevation.
yeah, but no, even though they do have all the bike racks and stuff,
Yeah.
but they do rent out electric scooters here all over the place.
Yeah.
Which I guess it's because of the elevation changes around here. Let's go back into the shade.
Yeah.
All right, so we wound up getting some semblance of food because I forgot Greek yogurt.
Or as they call it here in Greece, Greek yogurt.
And then I got a Greek bagel, which I think is just a really large sesame pretzel.
Yeah, it's hard.
I think it's just a pretzel. But yeah, I have the spoons. We're going to eat, and we'll talk about that in a little bit before we get on the bus. The little dog from earlier, they like know when to cross the street. Kind of, I guess, maybe. It's adorable.
It really is. That is so adorable.
And they're best friends too, or whatever, because
Yeah.
they're both boys. They,
Yeah.
it is Greece. I mean, we're not just friends.
No.
All right, so we ate our Greek yogurt. It was much more candied fruits than I was expecting,
Oh yeah.
but still tasty, and it did have a rind on my mandarin orange. It just was not of the consistency I would expect a rind, but I still did have that you get from a rind.
Yeah.
We got some souvenirs, and we'll go over them later. What was your yogurt and all?
My yogurt was a little different than yours. I had the 8%, you had the 10%.
Yeah.
Which means that yours was a little creamier, mine was a little more sour, I think. And the strawberries were just, they were horrendously sticky and chewy. Like they were almost gummies.
And then that pretzel, or the bagel,
That was a pretzel.
that was a pretzel. It was a pretzel that crumbled, I guess.
I don't know if it was supposed to be super dry or if it just
Because like
was.
small pretzels cleave apart, and big pretzels are chewy, but these were slightly different.
Yeah.